Well, hello out there, my lovelies and germs. I'm back at it again with this new outfit, or whatever the phrase is. Yes, hello, Ra. Ra says hello to everybody as well. I'm a little bit out of practice going solo, so we'll see how this goes. But I'm Miro Palatina, Elven Maiden from Parallel World, here to observe humanity. And today is Retro Tuesday, which hopefully, do you have to do that right now, Ra? We'll become back on the regular schedule of doing this every week or so. Well, every week for this. The rest of the schedule, is kind of up in the air right now. Like, I don't know if I'm going to want to do, Legacy Sims analog play every week together. So I may switch one of them to be like free play day or something, like every other week, but we'll see how it goes. So for those of you who don't know, Retro Tuesday is where I revisit a game I loved as a child, back in the 90s and 2000s, well, at least the human equivalent of a child at that time. It's complicated and I'm not going to go into it. But today we're playing Where in the World Is Carmen Sandiego, Treasures of Knowledge. This one came out in 2000, I think. I'm not sure. But this is the second Carmen Sandiego game I played, and the second we played on the channel. The first one was Where in Time's Carmen Sandiego, and I think that one was in the 90s at some point. This Carmen Sandiego game is different because I don't think it has the same chief. Also, it has lesbians. I think they're lesbians. So let's get into it.
Shadow Hawkins reporting, Chief. I'm in. No sign of intruder. Search plan Delta Delta 2. Jules, how did you...
I took the elevator.
Stay sharp, you two.
She's planning something big this time. I can feel it.
Carmen Sandiego? Big deal. I'll catch that Acme trader and be home in time for dinner.
Don't underestimate her, Hawkins.
I'll say. She was the best partner I ever worked with. What was that?
10 o'clock. Red hat.
Oh no!
Why, Jules Argent, how nice to see you again.
Carmen, it's not too late to turn
They were
yourself
totally
in.
dating.
You were the best agent we ever
Nobody could tell me
had.
otherwise.
Jules, I never thought I'd see my old partner resort to flattery.
You two were partners?
I know
She
you,
literally just
and
said
you're no
that.
simple criminal. Why are you doing this?
Oh, you're right there, Jules. There's nothing simple about me at all.
Gotcha!
Catch me if you can, Acme agent.
Yeah. Oh, 2001, my bad.
Okay, Agent. Be sure to type in your name or select it from the list. Then click on the start.
She's getting away! Oh, Chief, I almost had her. Send for backup. She's getting away!
She got away. Now let's see. What was the name of that manuscript she stole?
Something about Marco Polo's travels. What would she want with a book?
Not just any book, Agent. Legend has it that that book contains secrets to great power.
She's
Not great
after
power.
power. I knew it.
If I know Carmen, there's more to it than that. Hey, what's that?
Looks like she left a clue. Rio de Janeiro. What do you think?
Big place. It's not much of a lead, but it's all we have.
Book your flights, Detective. The world is counting on
Beep,
you.
boop, beep, boop, beep,
You've
boop,
got to
boop,
get
boop,
that
boop.
book back. There's no time to lose. We must stop Carmen Sandiego.
All right, let's do it. I always carry the latest technology in my Acme Field Op Tech Vest. It has all the tools we need to get around the world.
He
in
can fit a
high-tech
whole
style.
laptop in that
I'll
vest?
keep track of the missions we're on in the journal here in my bag. I like to travel light, but I will carry the Chief Comm here on my shoulder. We can use it to get help from the Chief whenever we're stuck.
Check. Okay, let's go.
Rio de Janeiro. It's been so long since I was last here.
So
Look at him
this is
boogie.
Brazil. You know, I aced the final test on Brazil in the academy. Did you know most Brazilians speak Portuguese?
Actually, more people speak Portuguese here than in the country of Portugal itself.
No kidding. Well,
Oh,
okay, let's get
okay.
started. Initiating mission procedure Delta 4. Step 1. Commence investigation by finding...
Just a minute. I know the owner of that bookstore over there. Carmen stole a book on the travels of Marco Polo, so maybe we should talk to him.
Whoa, okay. We're in it. Let's go dancing, people.
I remember statistics that say samba dancing is quite popular here. Yeah, I think I'd be pretty good at it.
What? I don't remember him being this unlikable. Anyway.
Yes, this is the bookstore. Let's check out these books too. We may learn something interesting.
Brazil's history is fascinating. There are some pretty cool historic places to visit, don't you think, Jules?
Brazil's historic places. Prospectors founded the colonial town of Ouro Preto in 1711, and they mean black gold. Ouro Preto contains many churches and works of art by Antonio Francisco Libosa.
All right, let's stay focused.
Yeah, fuck you! A famous Brazilian sculptor. Ouro Preto is now a national monument. Salvador de Brasilia on Brazil's east coast was the first capital city of Brazil in the 1500s and 1600s. Portuguese colonists established sugar plantations in the region, building magnificent buildings with their wealth. Salvador de Bahia is also the center of African Brazil.
Time to explore this location.
Lady, shut up. How do I leave? Okay, there we go.
There are a variety of landscapes in Brazil. I've always been fascinated by the Amazon rainforest. Maybe someday I'll get to see it.
Most of Brazil lies between the equator and the Tropic of Capricorn. It is so hot. It's so hot. The 1,400-mile-long Amazon River flows across northern Brazil. Most of the Amazon basin is covered by immense rainforests.
Enough
Except now
standing
they're
around.
cutting it down. Fuck you, I'm reading! However, Brazil's northernmost corner is a desert, and very vast grasslands cover Brazil's northern plateau region. About 90% of the people live along the coastal strip near the Atlantic Ocean.
Brazil sure has wildlife.
Sure, how wildlife. Brazilian wildlife. Brazilian rainforests are home to such animals as the toco toucan and various dart frogs. The toco toucan is one of the most colourful birds in South African forests and is characterised by its large but light beak. I like tuki birds. I call them tuki birds.
Okay, initiate search procedure Delta 3X.
Let's just do what detectives do best.
Wow, they never shut up. Dart frog. Poisonous dart frogs are brightly coloured. This is called a apostomyces coloration and warns other animals that they are dangerous to eat.
That's right. Carmen's a pretty infamous character all over the world.
No kidding. But I like her hat better than that other guy's.
Villains. I can read good today. Villains of Brazil. Legends of Lampião often compare him to Robin Hood. In reality, however, Lampião was a cruel bandit who terrorized northeastern Brazil during the 1920s and 1930s.
Where were we?
We were looking for some clues.
Do we need to call the chief for help?
Do we need to call the chiefy for help? Born Figueiredo Verena de Silva in 1997, Lampião's father was killed by police. Lampião spent the last 15 years battling police, military, and anyone who dared cross him. Lampião's long career of terror ended when soldiers killed him in 1938. Carmen Isabella Sandiego is one of Brazil's most notorious criminals.
Well, we're not going to find Carmen just standing around.
You get that sort of wisdom with experience?
Bitch, I'm reading! I thought this was an education game. I thought they... Carmen Sandiego's infamous ability to sexually span the globe. One-time Golden Girl of the Acme Detective Agency, the brilliant Miss Sandiego suddenly renounced all ties to good and turned her life for
Let's
crime.
stay on task here. There are clues to be found.
The reason for her sudden change in loyalties remains a mystery.
Good day. It's been a long time since I last saw you. The lady in red is not...
We, don't work together anymore. Long story. Not to change the
But
subject,
she doesn't read any of his own
we're
books.
looking for a rare book. The Travels of Marco Polo, Franco-Italian edition.
Marco Polo, the famous Venetian traveler. The tales of his travels to the Orient had a great influence on European thought. Early editions are quite rare. I have never seen one myself.
Well, have you seen anyone out of the ordinary?
Come to think of it, a suspicious character was here. He spoke Portuguese fluently, but I could tell he wasn't from Brazil. He exchanged a book on Portuguese forts for one on Shinto shrine.
I knew it! Portuguese forts, huh? We've got to scan that book he left with you. Give me the clue analyzer.
Clue analyzer? You mean one of those electronic toys you're so fond of, Hawkins? Why would I?
Oh, that's right. They were fixing it for me. The chief told me Henderson would be testing it. I think he's somewhere outside Havana in a sugarcane field. My database can help us figure out how...
Havana? Okay, I'll note that in the journal here in my...
Good idea. We can just type in what we need
I
to
think it's
find
something-
in the search area of the data.
Odd with the fucking... Well, how do I get to Havana? Oh,
She's here. Watch.
Carmen Sandiego? She better watch out.
hello, Julia. We're at a pleasant surprise knowing that you've been assigned to this case. Still trying to prove yourself? And who's your friend? I think I'll have some fun knowing him that catching me can be quite the challenge. I'll see you around when you least expect it. Carmen Sandiego.
This looks like a great place to eat.
Sure.
There was something very suspicious over at that house. You know, the one that's painted in the colors of the Brazilian flag.
That must have been the house where we found that note from Carmen.
It's very suspicious. Da da.
All right. Now we're on to something. We've definitely intercepted one of Carmen Sandiego's
Shinto Shrine. Your database should point us in the right direction.
Brazilians know how to conserve fossil fuel.
Okay, so
Did you know that Japan has 126 million people in a space roughly the size of California?
Did you know that 99% of people surveyed already knew that interesting fact?
did you know that most
Why
people
would
don't
Carmen
have
Sandiego
context for that
write a
fact?
Marco Polo book. Travel, Orient, danger. What is she trying to tell?
What do you mean? It's rare, probably worth a lot. She's a thief, so she stole it. Plain and...
Look, Hawkins, Carmen Sandiego is no common thief. She's got to have a reason for stealing that book, and it's up to us to figure it out. We
Wow.
need to search everywhere for...
Oh, but I don't have my HX3 Pocket Japanese translator.
I thought that you were always prepared, Hawkins. Hopefully we won't need it, since English is taught in many Japanese schools.
They say that. They say that. But from experience, you need to know at least a little. Okay. It's playing the sting that, like, there's a clue here. But there's nothing here. Do I need to go back to fucking Brazil? No. Where's fucking... I know how the world works. And we need to go to Cuba. Okay. That's what I thought. Havana,
I
na.
may need to brush up on my Spanish.
Sounds like a good idea. Maybe I can help. Or you could use that handy-dandy translator you carry. Are you sure you know where we are? All I can see are acres of sugarcane.
According to the database, sugar is Cuba's chief export.
Mm-hmm. Just sugar.
Sergeant Hawkins, I got the call from headquarters. Here's the device. Now grab it and go. We may be being watched. Me? I'm headed for the ocean. Cuban seashores are incredible. Okay, hasta luego. See you later. And watch out for Carmen Sandiego.
Thanks.
Ah, there it is.
It
The
looks-
Watson 22 1B clue analyzer.
It
It's
looks
the
like a
best
modem.
analyzer Acme ever.
Okay, Sherlock. Now you've got your Watson. Can we continue with this mission? We've got to find Carmen and get that valuable book back.
It looks like a modem. Or like passport, like the password journals. Like you press that button and go, say password, and you say your password and you go, welcome back, and beep beep beep, and open.
Wow. I had no idea Brazil was so big.
Fifth biggest country in area in the world, with 175 million people.
Wow.
Rio de Janeiro.
I think you need to work a little on your rhythm, Hawkins. But how
Yeah.
about later?
Rio,
Much
whoa,
later.
whoa, whoa.
Let's focus on finding clues right now.
Psst, quick. I've got the book the guy gave me. Go ahead, take it. Me? I'm
He seems scared. I wonder why. Anyway, I'm all set to scan it.
Because you guys
Don't
are
worry.
weird.
I know what I'm doing.
Oh.
Look, a bookmark with some sort of strange design. And the fingerprints on it belong to a vial agent. That device actually found something. Amazing.
Of course. That scrap of paper must be a clue. I'll just enter it in my state-of-the-art Acme digital clue storage device. That's my DCSD.
Maybe
That's my
Carmen gave
dick.
the Marco Polo book to one of her vial agents to hide. We've got to check everywhere for clues.
If we get really stuck, we can always call the chief for help.
That's right. Carmen's a pretty infamous
Yeah,
character.
we already
all
talked about this. Oh. Why do you not have your flashlight, or your tracking device, or your scanner, or your grabber, or your photon frequency bullshit? Alright, well, let's go to Japan again.
I love the sushi, but I don't think I could live on one of the Japanese islands. Something about over 1,000 earthquakes a year makes me a little nervous.
I'm more scared of the 60 active volcanoes.
I love this part of Tokyo. You've got the old Japan and the new Japan right across the street from...
Uh-huh.
My thoughts exactly, mate. See, it keeps telling me something's here, but... It doesn't just let me use it. Okay. Well,
Many Japanese participate in Shinto rituals, like festivals or leaving prayers at a shrine. Buddhism and Confucianism are among the other religions practiced in Japan.
and Christianity.
Excuse me, we're looking for someone who we think may be waiting around here. Have you seen anyone that seems out of place?
Ah, yes, a lady. She had something for two people who match your description. I was to give it to you after you sit and play a game.
Okay. Why not?
My Hanafuda flower cards, do you like them? They have a
Yeah, they're
long
great.
history. In Japan, we value nature and its beauty is portrayed in our games. Go on, try and match all the pairs.
I don't think that's how Hanafuda works, but... No, it was this one, right? No, this one. Oh, titties. Oh, different flower. That's the moon. And that's celebration. Alright! Flower. Bib. Moon. Those flowers. Those flowers.
Subarashi. Wonderful. Thank you for playing. And now, here is what that mysterious lady left for you.
Well, hello again, Jules. So I understand you and your new rookie agent have been assigned to the case. This should be fun. I love a challenge. So I was a little disappointed at how easy it was to distract you. I was watching you play your little game, but you were too busy to notice. Maybe you've lost your edge, Jules. Bye for now, agents. Catch me if you can.
I don't believe it. Do you think she's really watching us?
You know, I by that origami display on that tree over there. We should check it out.
There's a new one. Oh my god.
You were right, Jules. Carmen Sandiego was here. It looks like she left this for a vial agent. Katanas, huh? I wonder if the database has any info on these. I'll keep the note in my digital clue storage device. We need to search this area. Can you help, Chief?
An RX-23 is the vial code name for a message playback device. Vial agents use them for leaving audio messages for each other. They look like a small, round speaker, and they're sometimes hard to spot. Look around carefully. This is important. We must keep on Carmen Sandiego's trail. Chief out.
I was gonna read the fucking... Red Lady 1 to Vial Agent X86. Thank you for the package. One half of the solution is waiting. I hide the other half near the fort. I left a communication device over by the katanas. Check it out for further instructions.
I love Japanese food. And
Jeez, that's expensive!
Wait! Aren't hamburgers good for you? Don't tell me you don't like hamburgers, Jules.
That's some expensive sushi.
Attention, Vial Agent X86. The second half of the solution is near the fort in Mombasa. Look for a way to travel to the capital. Remain in contact. Vial security code 225. Red Lady 1.
Mombasa. I'll make a note of that in my journal, Hawkins. Your database can help us figure out which country to travel.
I think that's Kenya.
Right. I'll keep this audio device in my digital clue storage device. No sense letting that Vial agent get a hold of it.
Kenya. In Kenya, we've got lions.
Check this out. It says here that Kenya has a population of 27 million people, 2 million of which reside in the capital, Nairobi. What are you reading?
Isak Dinnison's Out of Africa. A great adventure.
They would be
and
horrible
no
people
long
to sit
list
next
of
to on a
facts.
plane.
Mombasa. Palm trees, ocean breezes, and excellent Kenyan coffee. But we can't get too relaxed.
Anywhere. You're right. Let's get going. The database says that most Kenyans speak both Swahili and...
Well, that'll be helpful. Let's check around the town. And I'd also like to figure out what that castle place is. Over there behind the town.
I don't know, maybe it's a fort? Fort Jesus.
We have a special today. Tours of the wonderful Portuguese Fort Jesus. But I must eat fast and cannot leave my store unattended. Would you be so kind as to get me some ugali? Oh, by the way, someone left this on the bus. I have no use for it. Do you...
Well, there's some interesting stuff here. I wonder why the page was ripped out. Well, I don't think we need it. But I'll go ahead and make a note of it in my...
Why
Yeah, we
bother?
totally don't
We're
need a
chasing
mysterious
Carmen
book with a missing
Sandiego,
page.
Not some legend of a lost treasure. Let's go find some ugali. Maybe the database can help
Oh,
us figure out
golly.
what ugali is. Look, they have ugali here. What is it?
It's a thick porridge made from corn flour. Lots of Kenyans eat it. Let's get some for the tour.
I mean, it doesn't look horrible. Hey, have you
Okay, many
ugali?
thanks for the food. Now, off we go to Fort Jesus.
It's Jesus.
Fort Jesus was built by Portuguese colonists in 1593, and this design on the door is known as the Puzzle of the Three Rings.
This could be promising, but it looks like we need more clues to help us solve.
I think you're right, Jules, but I feel that we're getting really close.
The site chosen for the fort was a coral ridge at the entrance to the harbor.
Cool.
These cannons remind us of Fort Jesus' violent history. It changed hands 9 times. The fort is also a museum which features the wreck of a ship that sank in Mombasa Harbor in 1697.
Why can't I go into the museum? Oh,
You can take the train from here in Mombasa to Nairobi, the capital of Kenya. Carmen and I took the trip once on a trail of a mysterious man who was poaching endangered species. I'll tell you about it sometime, Hawkins.
This must be the clue intended for that vial
look
agent.
for me behind
Too
the three
bad, Carmen
rings.
Sandiego. We got here.
But what does she mean by the 3 rings?
Oh, I
This
wonder.
case is getting complicated. We should remember to check my journal often so we can keep track of things.
Alright, let's go back. Have you...
Okay, many thanks for the
ugali?
food. Now, off we go to Fort Jesus. This design on the door is known as the
Puzzle time! Sliding puzzle. Sliding puzzle. Mysterious spoopy music. Oh, I had it and then I fucked it. Let me go back and restart.
this design
I need to get restarted. Oh, I don't like that. Hey!
We did it! Carmen Sandiego's master plan has been thwarted. Are
Wow,
we
that was
good or-
easy.
Good enough to find a rare book, maybe. But we didn't get Carmen yet. If I know her, she's watching our every move. Let's call the...
Congratulations, agents, on recovering the book. Excellent work.
Yep, oh, rip.
So sorry to interrupt your congratulations, Chief, but I couldn't resist. Well, Jules, as a matter of fact, I am watching your every move. Not that there's that much to see, really.
God,
Enjoy
move,
patting
girl.
yourself on the back for now. You may have got the book, but you haven't got me. And, Hawkins, is it? You don't know the first thing about my master plan. See ya around.
I'm a lesbian.
Carmen Sandiego. That woman has given me more headaches than... Now, where was I? Oh,
Then
yes.
what?
You did a great job. But we
Then
just
what?
received word of another theft. And it's got that Carmen Sandiego written all over it. Wellington, New Zealand. A rare wood carving has been stolen from a museum. A ticket to the Bolshoi Ballet was found at the scene of the crime. So pack your bags. You're off to Russia to follow that lead.
Oh, but I want to
I'll
go to
get
New
that
Zealand.
book back to its rightful owner.
Roger that, Chief. I just finished sketching it in my journal. There's quite an interesting design on the...
No time for art lessons, Jules. We've got work.
But it's missing the fucking gem. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I never went to the UK or Rome. Why do I have stamps? We found a card in Rio. Carmen's watching us. We've got to get her, if only to convince everyone at the agency that it's not my fault that she left. Oh, they broke up. They had a bad breakup. Got book Legend of the Great Treasures from tour guide in Mombasa. Discovered a page has been ripped out. But why? Someone's suspicious. Portuguese forts, shrines. Hawkins was Havana, so we can check for fingerprints. Carmen left a message for a Vile agent. She's hidden something in Mombasa. We need to find out what it is.
Woohoo! First successful mission. We rock!
Yeah, you did okay for a rookie. But I'm still wondering why Carmen stole that book.
It was valuable. What other reason did she need?
Carmen's not like that. Something bigger is going on, and my hunch is that we're going to end up right in the middle of it. We need to check my journal often so we can keep track of the big picture.
So this is the famous Red Square I've read so much about.
Actually, the name Red Square comes from the old Russian word Krasnaya, which means beautiful. But since Krasnaya can also mean red, it came to be called Red Square.
Well, aren't you the scholar? Anyway,
Aren't
we're
you
in
the
Moscow,
sissy?
home of the Bolshoi Ballet. Maybe Carmen Sandiego has stashed that carving somewhere around here. Shouldn't be too hard to find. With me on the case.
Привет.
Oh, what did you call me?
Привет.
Grandmama, it's me, Anastasia.
What a spectacular building. St. Basil's Cathedral was built by Ivan the Terrible about 450 years.
Huh. They should call Carmen Sandiego Carmen the Terrible. She seems to love having us chase her all over.
Yeah, I don't think she compares to Ivan the Terrible, mate.
Rats. It's locked. Rats. It's locked. Rats. It's locked. Rats. It's locked.
You're not very observant, mate.
That's the huge Goom building. It's a giant department store. How's your supply of suspenders, Hop?
Hi.
War and Peace by Tolstoy. One of my favorite Russian authors. Carmen used to love this book too.
Maybe you should get it.
Sometimes I have CDs by famous Russian composers, like Tchaikovsky. But I'm all sold out right now. Check back with me later. I may have got some more in.
What the fuck are these then?
Do you like that red doll? A woman dressed in red left that doll on my table. Very strange. She said it was for a special customer. Is that...
Woman in red. Yeah, that's us. Yep, we're special customers.
What's unique about these Matryoshka dolls is that there are smaller dolls nested inside the big one. I'll make a note about this in my...
Wow.
So the woman in red left this. That's gotta be Carmen Sandiego. But I wonder who she intended it for. Any clue?
Our sensors indicate a high degree of vile activity in the area. Carmen Sandiego may have given the stolen carving to one of her agents to hide.
So this doll could be a clue to her trail. The carving may not even be...
Carmen Sandiego seems to delight in leaving clues all over. So leave no stone unturned. Chief out.
Chief out. Bing, 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 bong.
A key. But to what?
I wonder.
Something to do with Carmen and her vile organization.
Yeah, I know where to go.
Whoa. What is this stuff? I think we found a vile getaway car. Whoa. An old newspaper. And get a load of this. I didn't read about this in her dossier. I wonder what she did with all that prize.
And why she disappeared. Carmen never talked about her child.
Child prodigy missing. Carmen Isabella Sandiego, who won a substantial amount of money from the television game show It's a Wise Child, has apparently disappeared. Competing against scholars Assault Mescalis, the precarious Carmen Sandiego, amazed the audience by winning the game show's top prize at age 10.
If you're done thinking, I suppose... Check it out! This looks a lot like an Enigma cipher code generator.
Didn't the Germans use the Enigma cipher in World War II to send secret messages?
Yeah, they did until the British cracked the code. This vial model is some sort of password generator. Pretty low-tech compared to my stuff. Still, it looks like we'll need to find the meaning of the words in the center of the dials. We'd better look around and see if we can collect all the words we need.
You're right. A vial password would be quite a find. And this car isn't going anywhere. We've got the key.
I gotta be real. I read that as penis.
That's the huge Goom building. It's a giant department store. How's your...
Sometimes I have CDs by famous Russian composers, like Tchaikovsky. But I'm all sold out
Oh,
right
she's
now.
still sold out.
War and Peace by...
Well, maybe we should go to New Zealand.
You're keeping country stamps of where we visited in your journal, right? Now we'll get one for New Zealand. Did you know New Zealand's North Island has a volcanic plateau with active volcanoes? There's about 400 earthquakes a year there.
Yeah. Last time I went snowboarding on Mount Ruapehu, we were reading signs on the slopes. What to do if the volcano erupts. Talk about gnarly.
Gnarly, dude.
Agent Second Class Level 2 Shadow Hawkins reporting from New Zealand, and... P.U. Smells like rotten eggs. That geyser emits some serious sulfur dioxide.
Gee, I thought you'd be used to strong smells. Didn't you grow up on a horse farm? Anyhow,
Wow,
New Zealand is part
rude.
of the Pacific Ring of Fire, so there's a lot of volcanic activity around.
Well, this is also the land of the Maori, so we may find some clues here as to where Carmen Sandiego has smuggled that valuable Maori carving.
There's a pen.
Look, the initial CS. Do you suppose CS stands
I don't know, but I'll bet the Watson analyzer could tell us.
I don't know, it's
We
a red
should
pen
scan
that says
pen.
CS.
Stand back.
Maybe.
Look, there's a note inside, and the scanner says it's Carmen all right.
Enigma cipher, volcano country, and what is that weird symbol? Looks kind of like a...
It does remind me of something. That sketch I made in my journal of the Marco Polo book we recovered. That wheel design was on the cover.
You keep wondering about that. What I'm wondering is whether Carmen Sandiego has left New Zealand yet.
Of course
I
she
keep
has.
thinking I see someone over there by the...
I don't know. I don't see anyone. But sometimes I have that creepy feeling we're being watched.
It's me, I'm watching you.
What an awesome wood carving. I wonder who...
Probably the Maoris, the earliest
You know,
inhabitants
just the
of New
Maoris.
Zealand. Their carvings display one of 4 main styles of heads. You can tell one from the other by the shape around the eye.
Did the chief mention which type of carving Carmen Sandiego...
I don't think she did.
Agents, the statue stolen by Carmen Sandiego is a karuru. Ruru means owl in the Maori language, and karuru carvings have owl-like staring eyes.
That's something worth noting in my journal. You know, Chief, I just don't get it. Why that particular carving? There were all kinds of other valuable stuff in the museum that she didn't touch.
Jules, you know Carmen Sandiego as well as
Did
anyone.
Marco Polo
She's
even go
clever
to New
and
Zealand? I don't think he did.
And her motivations are not always what they appear to be. So be careful.
Well, speaking of steam, the chief's going to get pretty steamed herself if we don't figure out where Carmen Sandiego made off with that...
Well, I just keep thinking that there's a reason she's stealing these things that we haven't figured out yet.
You'll notice a lot of steam around here. Most of New Zealand's electricity is generated by hydrostatic power or water power, but geothermal power or steam power is also used as an energy source. Yeah.
We need to check these signs carefully. Maybe we can find something here that will help us.
Thermal Village. Wakareroa is a shortened version of the Maori phrase, I'm not going to try and say it again, which means the uprising war party of the Waiho. Many kipu in New Zealand reflect the Maori language. The Maori people were the first visitors to New Zealand, coming from Polynesia around 600 years ago. There's some hobbits over there.
Carmen had some degree or another in botany, the study of plants. She probably hung out around here a lot.
Yeah, I bet she did. Curry pines are one of the unique native plants in New Zealand. Any furniture made from them is very valuable.
Wow, no snakes in New Zealand, huh? And check out those eggs. We're talking family-sized omelets here.
The kiwi is a small flightless bird. It is also a nickname for New Zealanders. That's what we call them. If you're afraid of snakes, you can rest easy. In New Zealand, there are no neki. Ever heard of an egg as big as your head? It's the size of the eggs from the now extinct moa bird.
I hope Vile agents don't disguise themselves as sheep. New Zealand has about 18 times as many sheep and cattle as...
That would be really bad.
Anyway.
I'm back in the USSR, biggest country in the world.
Yeah, but they don't call it the USSR anymore. Now it's the Russian Federation. All right, let's keep our eyes open. Things may have changed. We need to make sure we've checked everywhere for clues to Carmen's...
Roger. Carmen Sandiego's at large. Maori wood carving missing. Initiating search procedure Alpha 4B.
I'm a fucking
Hey,
nerd.
we're not ready yet. We still need to find the meaning of all these words.
I know some of them. Like, Neke is snake and Kipu is... words.
Sometimes I have CDs by famous...
War and Peace by Tolstoy.
My dolls are very nice, yes?
Yes? Okay, so... I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Let's talk to the chief.
Word is, Carmen Sandiego's been seen lurking around a museum in Moscow. Watch out for any suspicious characters hanging around.
Привет.
You know the guy who keeps calling me fucking pervert? Oh, we should go see Lenin. Can we go see Lenin?
Lenin, the founder of communism in Russia. I remember Carmen talking about visiting his tomb here once. She may be close by.
Another note! You're right about Carmen Sandiego watching us, but what is...
Elephants? Pyramids? She could have taken that carving anywhere.
Well, Julia, are you having some trouble following the trail? Why don't I give you a little clue? You'll need something from the land of elephants to take to the place of pyramids. Have fun. I mean, I don't know if there are any elephants this high up. Oh, Thailand. Thailand!
I'm starving. How about stopping for Thai curries? Yum. Delicious.
No, ma'am. Too spicy for my young taste buds.
Yep.
Can you get
Black
something
boy.
like hamburgers in Thailand?
Maybe in the
I
Thai
like
capital of
hamburgers.
Bangkok if you really had to. I'd rather check out the famous floating markets. Although we should head straight to the Buddhist temple where vile activity was detected.
Thailand certainly has some magnificent buildings. Look at that Buddhist temple over there. But do you ever get the
Being watched. Of course, Hawkins. One of Carmen's vile agents probably followed us here.
There he is. That's him. What the fuck?
Psst, over here. The lady in red said her friends would show up. You must be the ones. She wanted you to read
yeah, we're the friends. Psst. Hey, Jules. He must be confused. He thinks we're vile agents. Let's play along. Yeah, we were expecting some... It's the page that was ripped out from that book on lost treasures. The one the guide showed us.
But why would Vile be interested in this? My
It's
instincts
creepy.
tell me it might have something to do with that book about Marco Polo. Curious. This guy won't let us keep the page. but I'll make a note about it in my...
Well, I guess we should check your journal often. You said it will help us keep track of the big picture.
Treasures of Knowledge. This excerpt is from the diary of an unknown Portuguese explorer reputed to have amassed a priceless collection of cultural artifacts from around the world. I feel I must find a secure location to hide these incredible treasures. I'll search around the world until I find it.
So, you read the page? Did you bring me the nutcracker?
Huh? What's this guy
Well, either he has some nuts to crack or he's looking for ballet music. Check out your database and see what you can find out about the Nutcracker. I'll make a note in the journal in my...
I don't remember it ever being this blunt knock on the head.
So what was it like working with Carmen Sandiego?
She's a genius. She's the one person in this world who knows everything about
They were
Beneath the surface of this placid sea are clues to it.
Hey lady, have you got some
Do
Tchaikovsky?
you have a CD of Tchaikovsky's ballet, The Nut...
Da, yes.
Da.
For you, my friend, 250 rubles. Practically a...
We'll take it.
Look, it's got the thing on it.
I'm kind of
Dr.
psyched
Creepy
to
Man.
visit Thailand again.
Think you'll try the curry this time?
Well,
I don't
not
really
that
want to
side.
go see Creepy Man.
Whoa, I'm getting deja vu all over again.
You can say,
Whoa,
never mind. And care...
I really don't want to see Creepy Man.
We brought the Nutcracker.
Good. Then you must want this.
Now, why would a vial agent need this? Pure silk. One of the things Thailand is famous for. And look at these unusual symbols. I wonder what they mean.
looks like that vial agent took off. It's been kind of weird how we've been mistaken for vial agents.
No kidding. It makes me wonder. Could that be what Carmen wants? Is she leading us?
So we got snake, bird, person, lizard, tiger. Creepy man's gone. Now we need to go to pyramids.
Okay,
Which
Hawkins.
make it call.
We're headed to Mexico. Do we have time to eat some tortillas? Or does your database have something else in mind?
I'd actually rather explore an Aztec pyramid than eat. Mexico City is built on the site of the ancient Aztec capital, Tenochtitlan. We're to head for a nearby village.
That missing wood carving has got to be very important to Carmen. But
Who knows? We'll keep looking. But my razor-sharp instincts tell me there's not much going on here right now.
mid-afternoon? Siesta time in Mexico.
Oh, I
Still,
could do with the
we may
siesta.
find something. Let's look around.
Aztec pyramids. Nearby Mexico City stands on the ruins of an Aztec civilization, an ancient Aztec ciudad called Tenochtitlan. It was built more than 600 years ago.
Look at this ring.
The initials CS. Oh boy, she's been here.
Oh boy!
We're on the right...
I remember this ring. It was given to Carmen at a luncheon honoring her work in researching ancient civilizations. It seems strange that she would leave this here by accident. What is she up to?
It's totally by accident.
This sentence will help us figure out what the word means so we can solve the cipher in the car trunk. I'll keep it in my digital clue storage device. The Aztecs and the Mayans were two of the great ancient civilizations of Mexico.
I gotta click the things, apparently.
Hey, Jules, did you know the Aztecs performed human sacrifice from the tops of their...
Yes, they believed sacrificing people would appease their gods.
We should sacrifice the virgin.
Wait, these symbols look familiar. Remember the scarf we got from the vial agent in Thailand?
Snake, bird, person, lizard, kibby.
What's the...
Some kind of vial security access. But we don't know the password. We'll have to look around some more. We've got to get inside this place.
Alright. Well, back to New Zealand.
Now, you said you've stayed in the capital of New Zealand before, right?
Yeah, in Wellington. I was tracking down the theft of some valuable jewelry.
Carmen Sandiego again?
Not that time. That case was You hear so much about New Zealand. Whatever happened to Old Zealand?
Ba-dum-bum.
But seriously, Hawkins, we need to find that carving. It's key to figuring out
Yeah,
Carmen.
shut up.
One of the words from the cipher in the car trunk. This sentence will help us figure out what it means. I'll put it in the digital clue storage device. How are we?
Good work, agents. You're making real progress in decoding the Enigma cipher. I'm certain it will lead you to the stolen Maori statue. The museum is very anxious for its return. And don't forget to check out Jules' journal so you can keep track of the big picture.
Read the journal.
Now
Read the journal.
get moving. You've got work to do. Chief out.
Read the journal. Read the journal. Read the journal. Read the journal.
Wow, no snakes in New Zealand, huh? And check out those eggs. We're talking family-sized omelets here. This sentence has a word from the cipher in the car trunk in Russia. I'll keep it in my digital clue storage device.
It's interesting that the Maori people have a word for snake when there are no snakes. I guess maybe it's like left over from Polynesia? Maybe?
Back when I used to work with Carmen, I don't know how she did it, but she was always able to get us into first class. Acme doesn't pay us to stand around. Let's find some clues.
Right.
I think I have to go to the Lenin
That's the
Museum.
huge Goom building. It's a giant...
Goom.
Lenin, the founder of communism in Russia. I remember Carmen talking about visiting his tomb here once. She may be close by.
Really?
Hey, we're not ready yet. We still need to find the meaning of all these words.
Yeah, which means it's something here in Russia I haven't done yet.
There are actually 11 separate time zones in Russia. Did you remember to reset your semi-auto calibrating?
My what?
Your watch! Don't forget to reset your watch!
The only person we can talk to is Lady.
What a spectacular building. St. Basil.
Alright, let's look at the journal. We need to find something like an owl.
I'm going
Maybe
to
there's
find
something
an
else in
empty
Thailand.
row and stretch out. Catch some Z's.
I'm gonna go see if I can find some more peanuts.
An empty row on an
Remember what the
international
chief
flight?
said. Keep your eyes peeled for clues.
Clues, right. We're after...
Let me know when you're ready to get started, Hawkins.
Creepy man isn't there. There's nothing else here.
You know, it kind of irks me.
All right, let's skip the tourist stuff and get to work. War and Peace by Tolstoy.
Behind that wall is the Kremlin. It's actually a citadel, or walled center of the city.
Hey, we're not ready yet. We still need to find the meaning of all
I'm
these
assuming
words.
it means museum. But
What a spectacular...
my dudes, I'm lost. Oh, never mind.
Just a little reminder that I'm watching your every move. See you around.
It's Carmen Sandiego! This is it! I'll get her!
It's locked.
Bye.
She's gonna get away! Quick! After her!
It's too late. She's gone.
No! We almost got her! Chief, Chief, we need some backup. Carmen Sandiego's heading north from Red Square, Moscow.
Roger that, Hawkins. All available units are in pursuit. You two check out the area. We have got to find out what...
Okay, Chief. Jules here. All is under control. We'll get her. I'll make sure of that. At least we know we're getting close. We'll keep looking around here for clues.
She can take me back.
I'll put this evidence in the digital clue storage device in my vest.
Alright, now we can do it.
Okay, we've got all the clues. If we figure out the meaning of the words in these sentences, we can bust their code wide open. And that won't please Ms. Carmen Sandiego one little bit.
Museum. Snakes. Words. City.
That's it. That's the password. We're one step closer to getting that Maori wood carving back to the museum.
I'll jot the password down and keep it in my digital clue storage device. Carmen Sandiego is not going to get away this time. Not with me on her trail.
Not bad, rookie. But remember, this isn't like passing some test at the academy. This is for real.
This is for
and
real,
getting
guys.
Carmen is going to be a lot tougher than you think.
Back to Mexico.
So, can your tummy give the hot sauce another try?
No way! I can't believe I thought that stuff was ketchup. I guess it's pretty...
It's ketchup.
It's nice to be back in the States.
What are you talking...
The United Mexican States. That's the official name for
Very interesting. Now let's concentrate on tracking that slippery Carmen
He
Sandiego.
voted Trump.
Wait, these symbols look familiar.
Yeah, we already did.
Remember?
Snake, bub, person, lizard, lion.
What's the password?
The password from the Enigma cipher. Math.
All right! I knew it all along. There it is. The missing Maori.
So this is one of those Maori Kururu carvings. What an incredible piece of work. Notice those two big owl-like eyes.
Yes, evidently they were used to decorate Maori meeting houses. Carmen Sandiego's stooping pretty low, stealing cultural art.
Maybe. But could she be doing it for a
Isn't that what she
completely
does
different reason?
always?
You know, there is some good in Carmen. Hey, there's that same wheel-like design we found on the...
Just a coincidence. Why don't you tell the
Just a
chief that Hawkins and Argent have done it?
Nice teamwork, agents. We'll make sure the carving gets returned to the museum in Wellington. Interesting theory on that symbol, Jules. I trust your judgment. Don't underestimate Carmen Sandiego, Hawkins. Always keep your eye on the big picture, especially since she's been at it again.
I knew it. I should have nabbed her in
You may still get your chance. This time it's the Institute for Cultural Studies in Lima. She's made off with a rare bundle of Incan quipus. You know, the knotted strings they use
Yeah,
to
we
keep
learned about that in the
That's
other
all
one.
she took? Why is she just stealing these certain...
Who knows? Well, Chief, we'll see you in...
Hold on, Hawkins. Let's not jump to conclusions. Chief, any ideas where we might...
I was just getting to that. A brochure from the Colosseum in Rome was found at the scene of the crime. Don't know where it might lead you, but you're
Up
on
to
your way
Rome.
to Italy.
Rome. Wow. This will be my first
Hey,
time
this
in
is going to be
Italy's
where I leave
capital.
it for today.
Maybe I can see if Italy really
We'll
is
pick
shaped like
this
a
up
boot.
next week.
I guess it's not a coincidence that Italians are famous for their shoes.
Are they?
Agent Second Class Level 2 Shadow Hawkins reporting. Have arrived in the capital city of Rome at 0800 hours. Commencing clue investigation procedure.
You know, you are really...
Attention, Jules, Hawkins, important news. The library just called. They're grateful to get their stolen book back, but they want to know what happened to the jewel set in the book's cover. They obviously get a little upset about missing Jules.
Jules? Missing? But she's right.
Anyhow, Chief, we didn't see...
Well, you'd better check it out. See if you can pick up any clues while you're there in Rome. Agent Salerno is still undercover working near the Colosseum. Check with her. Oh, And don't forget to check Jules' journal and review what you've
Rick's
discovered
journal.
so
We'll look into it. And don't worry, we're sure to find those Kipus and Carmen Sandiego, too. Over and out, Chief.
Alright, so yeah, that's where we're leaving it for today. Tomorrow is Long Play Wednesday. We'll be studying the first Long Play game, which I will reveal tomorrow. And Thursday is Sims Legacy first day, where we'll be playing our family for the first time and making our first sim and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's it. Ooh, I'm gonna take a siesta, and I'll see you guys all on the flippity flop side. I've been here, and remember, I'm always watching.